Hello and welcome to Atlantic City. My name is Tyler Holden and this is Delaney Zubrick, and we're both from two separate groups that worked on a new master plan for Atlantic City. Since we weren't able to visit the site because of COVID, we had to make some abstract collages of what we thought originally of Atlantic City. Here are some maps that document the inventory and sustainability of Atlantic City. The one on the left looks at the suitability of looking at different open spaces to be redeveloped, and the one on the right looks at sea level rise and how it affects Atlantic City. Our group had the whole idea of letting the water in contrary to the other group's idea of keeping the water out. Here's our site's master plan. It looks a little complex at first, but basically the main idea is to take canals through the existing streets to bring the water into the city. Here's a look into the relationship between the bay side and the canals that would come into the city. It provides new access for transportation through boat and allows for people on the inside of the city to actually get a closer look at the water that they live around. Here are some renders of what a canal would look like going through one of the main streets of Atlantic City, and introduces a new idea of a water taxi, which would be a new way for transportation to the city.
So I like this relationship between people and water. How do you think that these berms and canals change that relationship?
I feel like it makes it more personal for the residents that actually live there, not only for the tourists as well. But I mean, being able to have water in your literal backyard would be a very interesting thing to look into, because you'd feel more connected to the city where you're from. Here are ideas of terraced wetlands. So since sea level rise is such a big issue in the city, it's important that we build up to retain the biodiversity that lays in the bay. Since 4 feet of sea level rise is expected in 100 years, it's important to keep the biodiversity. Another thing to look into is the construction of new infrastructure to boost up this ecotourism. So one thing would be an extended boardwalk that would actually wrap around from the existing one on the ocean side around to the bay. This would allow for more businesses to come in and allow for more community interaction. Another thing would be a literal bridge that connects the community to the boardwalk to the ecosystems by the school off the coast of the bay. So here are fire remediation sites, which are actually the buildup of vegetation on contaminated sites that allows the contaminated soil to be extracted and allows the creation of new green areas throughout the city.
Yeah, is this contamination, is that safe for people to interact with?
Well, yes, because it has an extended walkway that goes through it. It allows you to stay off the contaminated soil, but still allows you to interact with the vegetation and the beautiful flowers that grow from it. And that is it from my group, Letting the Water In Atlantis. Thank you very much for watching.